Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is one of the first videos that you are seeing from me. I'm filming this in the evening when I had a long day at work today. I was at work for around 10 hours or so. And then I came home, I ate a small dinner, and then I went outside for a walk. And the sunset was very beautiful today. It was like a cotton candy kind of sky, kind of sunset. But I decided to film and to post this video today. Like, a lot has been going on. I've also been meeting or talking to a lot of people who also have had a lot of things going on in their life recently. And it happens all the time. When life gets busy, work gets busy, when you're starting a new job, you're moving into a new environment. For those, if you might be watching, you might be just starting your new semester at school. Maybe it's been a month, a few weeks or so, you just started. You're navigating new relationships, you're navigating just new stages in life. When things get hectic and when you also feel like you don't have a full grasp of things, for those of people who have a little bit of like anxiety or like anxious attachment to things, it's like when things aren't able to be within your own control, you get anxiety and you start to feel just lost. You start to feel like you don't know what to do, and that's completely normal. Like in any sort of situation, like you're navigating new things, new situations, new people in your life, it's very common that you start to kind of lose yourself a little bit. You start to lose a little bit of your grounding, of your footing. And again, it's completely normal. We all go through these different stages, but what's most important is that when you go through this, whenever you catch yourself slipping or falling again, even when you feel lost and you have no idea what exactly to do, it's really important the approach and then the attitude and then the actions that you make to make things better and to improve yourself. Because one thing you should always know for sure, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Whatever situation that you're in, you're not going to be stuck in it forever, because you have the ability to change. You have ability to change your circumstances, your environment, your attitude, your mindset, the words that you speak to yourself, the way that you treat other people as well. You're the one in control. When you realize that, it's something very powerful. Like, you are the center of your own universe. Your confidence stems from yourself. And everything in your life, it stems from yourself. But the purpose of my video today, I just want to share some tips, because I've also been going through this kind of stage recently. Like, I've been feeling a little bit lost. I kind of feel like a lot of things have been happening in my life. A lot of changes have been made in my life, just external, also internal. It's like things that I decided to change, but then also there are things that have been changing that, of course, like I did not expect for them to change. So I've also been going through a period of like a kind of like up and down in terms of like how do I get myself back up. I want to feel peaceful again, I want to feel happy again, those kind of things. And I've adopted a few things. Like I thought to myself today, I'm like, what actions can I make? What actions have I made to improve myself and to improve my current mindset and to improve my current situation and the way that I feel when I wake up in the morning? And I just want to share a few of those things today. Hopefully it can be of some help to anyone who comes across this video. But these have definitely helped me, and these are things I'm still also going through and doing consistently. And again, one thing I want to emphasize is that whatever you are going through, just know that you're not alone. If you are going through financial hardships, if you're going through emotional and relationship hardships, if you're going through family, like parental, sibling, friendship, like hardships, job, career, business, anything, just know that you're never alone. There's always people out there who might be not in the exact same situation, but might in similar situations. And just kind of just release that pressure on yourself and know that it's completely fine. You're going to be completely fine at the end of the day. Only if you have the intention to make it so. Yeah. But first thing I want to talk about, it's very, very basic, but one is your sleep. Make sure to sleep enough. Like for women especially, I mean it's both men and women, it's always recommended like at least 8 hours of sleep to have a good night's quality rest. But especially when you are feeling overwhelmed, when you are feeling stressed, anxious, the amount of rest that you give yourself, the amount of time that you allow yourself to actually just relax and to unwind and to rest and let your body sleep, that's one way how you can be able to take care of yourself. This is all about self-care. But if you are super stressed and each day you feel lost, you are running on survival mode, and you only get 5, 6, maybe even less than that, or even like 7 hours of sleep, it's like each person's body is different. But if you're not getting the amount of sleep that you're supposed to be getting, you're always gonna feel like that. Like it's gonna be extra hard. It's gonna feel extra hard. But imagine like you feel stressed, you feel overwhelmed, but you had enough rest so that next day you already set yourself up to have that ability to function, to be at least clear-minded, like your mind is not foggy. And there are a lot of different factors, but sleep and like just spending less time on social media, just resting your eyes. I know a lot of people, let's say if especially you work in office settings, or you work from home, like maybe you spend too much time on your laptop doing work, or even if you just like have a habit of like doom scrolling, of spending a lot of time on your phone and social media, it's really important before you go to sleep to take your eyes off. Take your eyes off for a bit. Your body will thank you, your eyes will thank you, and your stress and anxiety will thank you. The second one I want to share is another basic one: nourishment. Giving your body the nutrients that you need. For women especially, because I want to just say, just from a perspective of a woman, the way that I nourish my body, the way that I treat my body, the things that I put in my body is very, very important. If you're eating junk food every single day, if you're drinking like 5 cups of coffee every single day, if you are drinking coffee first thing in the morning, like each person's body and preferences has different diets, of course, but one is you got to figure out what keeps you satisfied, what keeps you fulfilled. I mean, there are a lot of things, like I'm also the type of person that I get cravings depending on, like, let's say the time of the month. Like I have different cravings every single day, but ultimately it's nourishing your body. When your body is nourished, when you have all the nutrients, the vitamins, and the types of foods like healthy fats, oils, vitamins, fruits, vegetables that you need, your body will crave less. The reason why you crave so many snacks or fast food meals and stuff and things like that is because your body always feels like there's not enough. There's not enough. Like you just want to have those things. And that's why it's also important to take vitamins, because vitamins fill in the nutrient gaps. There's this brand that I use. It's called Nutrilite. It's actually one of the top vitamin brands in the world. They're vitamin C, and all the nutrients that they have are from the highest sources of vitamin C called acerola cherries. So it's very, very good. I'll link it in the bio if you want to check it out. But it's really important to take care of your body. Again, it is true the saying, you are what you eat. If you are eating healthy things, you will look healthy. Your skin will look good. Your body will feel good, and you will look confident, and you won't look super drained. You won't get food comas all the time. You won't feel groggy and sleepy all the time. If you constantly eat fast food, or if you constantly eat things that aren't the most beneficial to your body, then it will make sense that you feel tired even more, because your body, the way that it functions, it's working extra hard to try to digest all those processed foods and sugar and oil and all those things. So nourishment, very, very important. Again, each person is different, but you gotta figure out what works out for you. You gotta start developing healthier habits and think more. Like the true epitome and the true definition of self-care is loving yourself and caring for yourself for the benefit of yourself. Some people think like, oh, self-care is like, I'm gonna treat myself to some coffee, to some desserts, and to some pizza, and what I'm craving, fried chicken, because I deserve it. Yeah, if you work hard, of course, like we all have the feeling like I deserve something nice. But like occasionally a cheat meal, no problem. I have cheat meals from time to time too. But ultimately, in the long run, are you keep like trying to treat yourself with fast food? That's not having any benefit towards your body. You know that eating all these things will not have any sort of long-term benefit to your body. You gotta think long term for your happiness and for your success and for the way that you present yourself and the way that you feel every single day. The third thing is your appearance. Taking care of your appearance. When you look good, you feel good. It's very true. It's really important to really, as a woman, especially for those who are aspiring and growing themselves and you want to be a high value woman, it's very important to really take care of yourself, to take care of your appearance. When you smell nice, when you look nice, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh, my skin looks great, my hair looks great. Even if you're like, you're feeling down, you're feeling a little bit depressed, but you still look good. And for those who are still building up, let's say I'm working on my skin too, I'm also working on my body as well, on my health and the shape and my fitness. But I look at the beautiful. I believe in myself. I am very beautiful, and I take extra care. You know, when you get all glammed up, when you put on makeup, you just naturally like, oh, I took care of myself. I feel nice. It's just having that kind of daily routine. You don't necessarily need to have a special occasion, go on a date or go to a party or go to a nice dinner or event. You don't necessarily need those events for you to dress up and take care of yourself. You can do that every single day. Wake up feeling every single day like you are a queen, like you are a princess, like you are an it girl, you are someone, you're aspiring to be a better version of yourself every single day, and that's in all different aspects. And one of the best aspects for you to perform well, for you to feel the best, is really to dress sharp, to take care of yourself. Not saying that you have to put on like a full face of makeup or like a super like extravagant outfit, lots of jewelry every single day. I mean, if you want to, of course, by all means, go ahead. But if you want, even if you just do something simple. For example, I try to just put on a neat outfit. Like this is basically literally like my outfit from today for my workout, like the top half. And then for my face, I didn't put much makeup. I did put a little bit of foundation. And then I have lip gloss on right now. I curl my eyelashes, but besides that, I feel like that's enough for myself to feel like to know that I look good and I feel good, I feel clean, I feel taken care of, like of myself. But your appearance, very, very important. And making sure that you're wearing like clean clothes, nothing that is too wrinkled, or just put on things that make you feel like you look good, choosing clothes that fit your body, that are not only like they look good, but then they also feel comfortable, like durable, comfortable clothes, depending on the weather, depending on the environment you work in, if it's hot, if it's cold, like just taking care of yourself, treating yourself well, giving yourself the love that you deserve, and seeking that love within your own self and giving that love and pouring into yourself. Very, very important. The next thing is cleanliness. Simple things like, if you can't control the world, if you can't control all those external factors, everything that's out there, you can control yourself. You can control whether or not your bed is made in the morning. And this also ties back to the other points I made, is that you can control how you look. You can control how you feel. You can control if your room looks clean. Usually if your room is like super messy and stuff like that, super dirty, like there are a lot of dirty clothes, tissues or whatever, snacks and stuff lying around, of course, it will also kind of like just you just also feel messy, like you just feel, the word is frazzled. But if everything around you is clean, like if you have that discipline to just do something very simple, like I wouldn't say I'm the most like cleanest person or organized person either, but one habit I've been implementing into my daily routine is first thing in the morning, make my bed. I wake up, I go use the restroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I do my skincare, and then I go to my bed and I make my bed. I didn't do that when I was younger. I never had a habit. Like my parents were always like Grace, like you have such a messy room. You never make your bed. Like I didn't grow up like having the habit, like enforce myself. But then I realized that sometimes just doing those simple actions and taking those simple steps, it makes you feel productive. Like, oh my gosh, I just did something I usually like didn't do as often before. Like just simple thing, just making your bed, organizing a table, getting yourself a vase of flowers and taking care of that, and just you know, just enjoying that peaceful and quiet time. Which leads me to the next thing. Allow yourself to slow down. I think this maybe might be more of a feminine trait. I learned this actually from, I was watching a video about how to develop yourself into a high value woman. And one of the advice that the person, it was actually Tam Carr. I apologize if I pronounce your name wrong. One of the advice points that she mentioned in terms of how to like be more into your like feminine energy and stuff like that, just slow down your day. Like adjust yourself to the point you don't need to rush into everything. Just allow yourself to soak up every moment. Like it doesn't have to be the whole day, but at least one moment or a few moments or just a few minutes, you really slow down and take the time to enjoy being in the present. So for example, right now, each day I've been adopting the routine. In the morning, in the past, when I wake up, I would always like wake up like I would be like on edge. Like my alarm would be like 7:15, 7:20, 7:25, 7:30, 7:35, and it would just kind of like trigger that kind of like nervousness or stress, like oh my gosh, I only have a few more minutes of sleep. Or like I wake, the alarm sounds, I'm like, oh my gosh, did I like is that like too late now? Like I have to wake up, and I'm always like rushing when I get to work. But then once I started to slow things down a bit and just enjoy the early morning, the peaceful morning, just waking up and leaving my bed even though it's warm, and just like now the weather's getting chilly, so it's just like soaking up like the chilly air and just drinking a sip of water and then brushing my teeth, washing my face, putting on a little bit of light makeup, putting on a nice outfit. I just take my time doing it. Not meaning like I move like a sloth and I just like do it like I'm super slow, but I'm just taking my time, just being present. And it makes all the difference. I guarantee you, it makes all the difference when you allow yourself. Just wake up 1 minute early, 5 minutes early, and it can make such a difference in your day because you're starting your day with peace, not anxiety and stress. And you're not forcing yourself to do it, you're easing yourself into your day. Another tip, and this is not just like daily activity, but again, it ties into appearance and cleanliness. I just thought of this. But for the ladies, having your nails done, putting on simple, nice jewelry, like this necklace, this watch, this bracelet, these earrings. I mean, a lot of pieces of jewelry, but these are my staples. Like I wear these pieces of jewelry every single day, and I like it because it looks nice. And they have these pieces of jewelry, each and every single piece, they all have some sort of meaning to me. They were given to me by my loved ones, by my parents. And I just like to keep it with me. But it also, like, I know, like, I feel confident. I know it looks simple. I know it looks clean. I'm the type of person, I like more of the minimalistic kind of like vibe. So I really like when you surround yourself with attractive things, you look at yourself in the mirror and like, oh, I look classy, I look elegant, I look demure. Then you'll feel that, even if you don't feel good, but you look at yourself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I took care of myself today. Like pat yourself on the back, like you put an effort into yourself today. And then again, it makes all the difference. And nails especially, like I don't like it. Like I used to not really care too much about my nails. I've only started to do my nails more consistently like in the past few months, like gone and got a manicure, a pedicure. But when I look at my nails and they look nice, they have a nice color, and like other people are like complimenting your nails too, it's just, you know, it's nice. You just surround yourself with beauty, with pretty things. And again, it's personal preference, but it's just doing the things like treating yourself, taking care of yourself. Cleanliness, appearance, attractiveness, it's you are the one that defines it. These are all tips that I feel like could be beneficial to just things that you don't need a reason to do all these things. Like you can just do it if you want to, but it's especially like when everything feels hectic. Again, control what you can control. The next two things I want to mention. These are actually the most important, I'd say, in terms of reconnecting with your mind, with your mental health, nourishing your mind. The other things I mentioned is kind of like nourishing like your body or just like how you present yourself. But the next two things I'm going to mention is literally how you nourish your mind, your mental health. The first thing is reconnecting with nature. And the second thing is journaling. So you'll always hear like everything that I shared today, like if you do a chat GPT search, if you do a Google search, these are all things that the internet says, or even just any of those like cliche, like typical household kind of advice, like how to make yourself feel better, how to be less stressed. Like these are all the things. But I'm not sharing this video because like I feel like there's anything new or like novel that I can share, but it's just a reinforcement, I'd say, to anyone who is feeling lost, feeling all those things, like everything crashing down at once, and it's just reinforcement. You go to any website, you go to any video, you go to anywhere on Instagram. These are all like similar tips. Like, it's really important. Journaling is a way for your mind to quiet. Instead of, let's say, if you're going through periods of emotional instability, you feel upset, you feel stressed, you feel sad, you feel down, and journaling is so crucial and is so helpful too. Because instead of unleashing your emotions or your venting and everything on another person, like spraying negativity to another person, sometimes you have to be careful with what you say, because if you just blah 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 and just like spew at another person, then there could be consequences sometimes, and the person that you can always 100% trust is yourself. And when you journal, you can just say whatever you want, just unleash everything into a journal. I don't like to handwrite things too much, because I feel like I have so much and my mind runs really fast, so like my hand can't really keep up with my thoughts, so I type. Like I have like different types of like notepads or like journal apps on my laptop, or even just like a Word doc or the normal like Apple Notes app. I just type and I just unleash everything, and you're talking to yourself. I think that's the best like therapy that you can give to yourself. And it's journaling your thoughts down, journaling anything. It's like you have total freedom when it's just you and your journal, you and your laptop, your notepad pulled up, and it is so helpful. Reconnecting with nature. In the fast-paced world, society that we're in today, we're always at work, we're always on our phone, there's a lot of things nowadays, especially for those girl bosses, for those hustlers, for those people girls and guys who are running businesses, going to work, climbing the corporate ladder, doing anything. Like I feel like it's very common now. Like people always want more nowadays. They know that let's say just working a typical 9 to 5 isn't enough, so they start a side hustle, or it's just like people are always on the go nowadays. Like that's the culture, that's the way that our minds have been programmed with technology and everything. Like everything is super fast paced, so it's really important to still take that extra time. It doesn't have to be every day, but it could be a weekly, even like a monthly thing. You go outside and you reconnect with nature. Or even just throughout the day. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to go on a hike, I have to go on a walk every single day outside, but it's really just taking a moment, just listening to your surroundings, looking up at the sky, especially sometimes like nowadays it's like fall weather, so the temperature is like perfect. Like you don't need to wear too many layers, but it's also just a little bit chilly, like it's not hot like the summer, and really being present and enjoying and relaxing and just being present in the moment. So all the things that I've shared, the core thing and the common theme of everything is being present in the moment, slowing things down, and taking care of yourself, making yourself feel good. Remember that you are in control of what you put into your body, what you allow to affect yourself. There could be so many things going on around you, but if you choose to just like be negative because all those things just affected you negatively, then that's what you're choosing. But you always have the option to be positive, to look on the bright side of things. Instead of seeing the glass half empty, you always have the option to see the glass half full. And that's the crucial thing, and something that I've been also learning and reminding myself a lot. I mean, these are things I've also been building up my consistency, working on these things, and it's very normal when it happens to the stages, like you feel overwhelmed and things, but it's just really crucial to these are not all the tips, but these are some of the things that you can get started with. And that was the goal of my video today, just easing into it, and just remind yourself that you are doing okay. Everything will get better. Just trust me, trust yourself, trust the universe, trust God. Yeah, and you'll be a-okay. You'll be more than fine. Yeah. But yeah, I believe this was a little bit more of a longer video today. But I'm trying to also get into the gist. Like, I want to be able to start sharing some bits and pieces of advice, any things that I'm also learning along the way myself and starting to adapt myself. And this is just my first attempt at it. So then this is still one of my first videos on this channel. So please bear with me. If you liked anything that I mentioned, or if you have any feedback or anything, I highly welcome. And I also please ask if you could leave a comment, like, subscribe, you know the gist. And my Instagram is also the username. I'm starting a new Instagram page too, so I put my new Instagram username or link into the description of this video. It's also on my channel as well. But yeah, thank you for watching again, and see you guys next time.